You like boost? Go to the LS Nasty merch store. Every purchase is an entry to win this badass turbo polished by Joe C himself at DCF Custom, Borg Warner, 85mm, Peel Your Muffin Cap back, blue.
Alright guys, welcome back to another video here. I want to give a shout out to Phil for making such an awesome intro and letting you guys know about this turbo giveaway we got going on. As he said, you can go to lsnasty.com, the merch link below, and pick up some merch. He said the turbo was polished by DCF Customs. I'm not sure what DCF Customs is, but Joe at Dieter's Custom Finishing, he polished that son of a gun and it looks great. Phil, you tried. We appreciate your efforts. He's just walking away with head down.
That's the new subdivision of DCF.
DCF Customs?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hey, you heard it here first, folks. In front of me, I have something I know nothing about. We got a direct injected 5.3 L83. You guys saw in the last video when I picked it up from Jason's shop, Jamie and Jason down there at J&J Fab. Yeah, I picked up a DI motor. I talked about it briefly on what the plan is. So now I'm going to tell you what the plan is with this build, and then we're going to tear this motor down in this video. So Keith at Holley, become good friends with him, talked to him quite a bit. He's got a badass turbo G-body, and he's been on me for like 2 to 3 months about doing a direct injected build. And Chris Crawford, who did the wiring harness on Chris's Vet, does a bunch of the DI stuff, and he's been on me. They love these motors, they make great power, and I've been like the carbureted guy. I was like, you know, the old school Chevy guy. I was like, no, the LS is the best motor ever. You don't need that damn direct injected BS, and you don't need any of that damn port injection to the front, 5.3 iron block. I was like, yeah, this stuff's great. So they convinced me and bent my arm, and here I am with a direct injected motor. So for those of you guys that don't know, this is not an LS, it's an LT. It's a Gen 5 LT, so a little bit different than the LS. The cylinder heads are way better. The heads have rocker stands in them, like built in. You don't have to like the separate rocker stand. It is direct injected, so the injector is literally going into the cylinder. So they got funky injectors on them. They got fuel rails that are under the intake. They are higher compression than a standard LS engine. They make more power. They run more efficient. They have like a high pressure, like mechanical fuel pump on the back that runs off the camshaft. And it's my first time messing with it. Because this is like the newer, they don't have as much stuff out there. Chris Crawford Racing, you hear me talk about him when doing the wiring harness. He makes a port injection kit that piggybacks the Holley system on this stuff. So I'd say the downfall of these engines, in my opinion, is the fuel system. There's no upgrade injector out there. They have the LT4 injectors, which are the supercharged 6.2s that have a little bit better injectors and a little bit better high pressure pump. And then Chris sells a system that piggybacks port injection like an LS on top of it. So just so I can get my little punch in there, the LT is good, but it needed help from its big brother, the LS engine, to get the port injection.
False. There's a company that makes injectors for those motors.
Well, they're probably overpriced.
Not like a super big injector like a Bosch 2200.
Here, get in the frame if you're going to talk this nonsense.
It's on. I think it's FIC. They make a 30% bigger injector.
But nothing like an ID2000. Like if I wanted to run this thing, on alcohol, we're just gonna be like, all right, folks, let's.
We're just gonna convert it to port injection.
Just convert to port injection. So there's my saving grace that I'm claiming that the LT is great, but it needed help from the LS engine.
It's basically an LS on crack. If an LS and a Hemi had a baby, this would be it.
Minus the spark plug in the
center. It's an LS converted to work with 21st century emissions.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah,
that's exactly it. But they do make really good power, and this is our first time messing with one here. We've messed with them previously, but this is like our first build. I'm going to pull this thing apart and do kind of like a junkyard style build. We're going to do camshaft pushrod valve springs, and we're going to do a VVT delete on it. We are going to put a little turbo cam in there. I'm talking to Texas Speed, Seth down there. They do a bunch of DI stuff. They got aftermarket cylinder heads and everything like that. We're just going to put a fresh set of head gaskets on there, change the oil pan. We're going to swap it in Wes's blue G-body, build a small turbo kit for it, run it on pump gas, about 5 to 7 pounds. Holley Performance, Holley EFI, they make a Terminator system just for these. So you guys know the Terminator system, which we have on Eddie Murphy, we got on Charlie Murphy, we got on, I think Wes was planning on running one. Very good systems. Those are all LS stuff. They made an LT one that runs the direct injected stuff. So doing swaps on these is going to be absolutely awesome because they have the whole wiring harness. It's just as easy as the other Terminator system where you can literally plug it up and play, run power ground, run some grounds to the engine, to the chassis, and then fire it up. So I'm sure in the near future you guys are going to see a lot more LT swaps opposed to LS swaps, and yeah, just a whole new market really with these. So we're gonna be the first one to try it out. I think Matt Happel of Sloppy Mechanics is doing one right now also, but we're gonna put our little twist on it. And Matt Happel and those guys at Sloppy Mechanics do awesome stuff, but we're gonna do a little bit more higher end. We're gonna try to make it look really nice. Have a 4L60 behind it, so it drives good. I have a big radiator, air-to-air intercooler, and then we're gonna get it all shined up by Joe at Dieter's Custom Finishing.
I think this motor on motor alone is enough to blow the back out of a 4L60.
Yeah, well, I mean mild, like 5-6 pounds of boost, make like 500 to 600 horsepower, somewhere in that range. On pump gas.
About 5 solid hits before.
No, we're not. I'm gonna drive it around like normal. I'm not.
John, stop.
It's got a 7.
How many burnouts are you gonna do before you can bring it out on the street?
It's got like a 7.5 rear end. Okay. It's gonna blow the rear end out. It's gonna blow its ass out before it blows its back out.
Nah, it's gonna blow it back out. I got faith in that 7.5.
All right. Well, you guys are going to see it here first. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to pull it off. Unlike the LS, you can't flip the manifolds backwards, which is a heartbreaker for me. I said that in the other video because I didn't understand that the bolt. I mean, this is not an LS. I'm still getting used to that. One thing I'm running into is nothing here in the shop like converts over to this. Generally, if I'm working on an LS engine, I got a big bolt bin that's just got like random bolts from an LS engine, so I can just slap stuff in there. No, I got nothing for this.
However, you can use these rods in an LS engine.
You can't. I guess you can. I think
and
that's.
crank.
I think that's what's in.
Yeah, and
Charlie Murphy.
Yeah,
it's
Charlie
got these
Murphy.
rods.
Yeah,
in it.
Charlie Murphy has these rods.
So, yeah, just wanted to give you guys a little background on what we're doing here. Turbo LT swap G-body coming soon. Billet valve covers, coil pack relocation kit, and motor mounts. So they are going to be a huge part of getting this swap done and in the car and looking good. This thing's gonna look absolutely sick. I think we're gonna run a Holley high ram. Holley makes a high ram for the DI stuff, so no port injection on there, so we're going to run that. Holley throttle body, they make a whole front accessory drive kit for it, which is absolutely awesome. We're going to run that. It's like a mid-mount alternator, water pump, power steering, which we're not going to use, but it does have an AC compressor on there, so we are going to have AC, and like true street car, Phil.
Spam risk phone call.
Oh, you had to walk out here.
Yeah, just trying to make sure that, you know, they're not trying to sell me insurance or
extended warranty.
Extended warranty, yeah.
You want to help me tear this thing down?
Sure.
Let's get to it.
I can spare an hour. Wait till you get this invoice.
All right, so first thing I do want to say about these that I do like is the coil packs are on the valve covers, and you can take the valve covers off without taking the coil packs off. So big thumbs up there. I got this from Jason. It was missing 1 fuel rail and 4 injectors, so I have to get that. And then, are you familiar with doing the DOD VVT delete on these?
Yes and no.
Okay. Well, we're gonna learn together then. Like I said, the head has rocker stands built in it. We're gonna swap the valve springs out and do some 660 valve springs. We're gonna swap lifters to, I think, just standard LS7 lifters work.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're gonna
use the same lifters as like LS engines.
Okay. So we'll do aftermarket push rods. We'll do lifters, do head gaskets, and we're just gonna seal it up. I think you have to run a different front cover. I'm not sure about that. I know LME makes a billet one, which I think would be sick. So maybe if my boy Zach can work something out there and get us a billet front cover. Zach, I'll put his picture on the screen over here.
Yeah, holding the
my #1 employee.
Holding the plug, the shave down plug.
Yeah, I just texted him yesterday. Didn't even text me back. Slap in the face.
He probably thinks that you're trying to get some more money back for that 6.0. Slap
in the face. Oh yeah, he's the one that also sold me that crappy 6.0. You guys know Zach. He looks like he should be the third brother in Step Brothers. So that's what we'll do. I'm unsure if this. Jason said it should be fine, but we got it from Jason, so we don't know. So we'll drop the oil pan, front cover, rear cover.
Remember that 6.0 motor that was supposed to be good and all the mains are cracked on it?
Yeah. Oh, he said that we dropped it yesterday.
Oh, horse.
Yeah, I know. He said we dropped it. I said, get the hell out of here.
That's horse poop, Jason.
So let's dig into this. Let's get started. All right, guys. Phil forgot to press record on the last clip.
I definitely press record.
We're here at a standstill. We have some umbilical cord right here, and we need to get the father to snip this ASAP. Never seen this before in my life. This right here, this giant
That's a
VVT, DOD, ABC.
That's a shuriken.
A what?
Shuriken. That's what the ninjas use.
I don't know, but this thing twists. I feel like at any point in time, this thing can just go flying out and like injure someone.
That's not how it works.
On the LT stuff, they put an anti-theft prevention, kind of like a wheel lock, but a head stud or a head bolt.
I think that's a factory defect. It's got to be.
This?
There's no way they'll just put one Allen bolt in there.
It's just like, it's absurdly massive as well, and I don't think we have. Do we not have the correct size?
I thought I did, but I guess I don't.
This is the only thing holding this cylinder head on. If you come over here, these pistons are, I guess this is what DOD pistons look like, or LT pistons look like. They got some
compression.
They got some compression. They got a valve relief cut there, and they got a pocket for like the fuel, I guess. I don't know. I mean, this stuff's wild. Do I just sound like I have no clue what's going on?
Yeah.
I have no clue what's going on.
We're either gonna break this bolt or crack it. Either which way.
Oh! That thing was on there, dude. God. Holy smoke. I don't think you guys realize how long we fought with that. That might not be the right size, but it is today. We're out here with a hammer pulling motor parts. Look at that. Look at this.
What is that?
Look at this.
It's like a... Shit stinks. It's like a GM ARP.
Hey, turn your head to the left. All the way. Alright, up. Now open your mouth wide.
Hold your socket down.
No, I'm gonna get this thing off.
Don't. You know what? I can tell that all you do is punch keys all day because you're about to have to buy a new block.
No.
Alright, don't listen.
You can always drill this to 1/2 inch, bud. You know what?
Half inch stuff?
Kevin was telling me that these studs aren't, they're like in between a standard LS and 1/2 inch. Oh, got her free. Yeah, stuff back in there. There's your socket, you greedy bastard.
Hey man, I'm just trying to make sure I can pull apart my case here transmissions.
Alright, heads are off. This head bolt, we'll throw in here just for good memory. What?
There's a glove in there.
Let me throw my glove in there real quick. You look at pistons, they're all there. All the pistons are there. There's a lot of,
Sand.
yeah, well, what's weird is if you pull the injector out, you then have a straight shot right into the cylinder.
Yeah, but this one had, well, this is the one that had the injector.
I'm sure they both had injectors out of it at some point, to be completely honest with you.
Where we're at now. So you have to take the oil pan off to take the can off.
Okay, what?
You have to take the oil pan off to take the can off.
Let me take these motor mounts off. But you're not leaving me yet. Like you say that like you're leaving. No, you're not. The job is halfway done.
I'm just guiding you.
We got oil pan, oil pump, camshaft. We're done.
All right, go ahead.
Phil, I think I'm just gonna spill oil everywhere. Where's your bullshit drip pan? Where's your drip pan that don't work? Oh God, coolant everywhere. Yo, dead ass though, I do need your help because I can't spin this thing over. You got a bucket? There's only a little on the floor right now. don't think it's got oil in it. Oh no! Oh no! Oh God, no!
Wrong side.
Oh no!
How is it coming out of the oil filter?
Oh no! Look at this! Look at this! Exxon Valdez.
Oh,
Terrible idea, Phil. Oh, look at this! Look at this waterfall of just oil. Look at this, right down the block.
just don't spill this bucket.
Dude, what is this?
That's
Is it
from
literally
the
coming
oil
out the oil filter? I love how you put those there as if they're gonna hold it up. Oh, jeez.
You see that? Holding it up. Talk shit again.
All right, y'all, got the oil pump off, camera retainer plate off. The only thing I really have left on here is the rear cover. We're gonna pull the cam out, then I'll have the bare block. I'll end up hanging it from a hoist to get the rear cover off, clean everything up, and then we'll get ready to reassemble it. I got some time before parts come in, so we'll get this thing wrapped up in a bag so it don't rust or nothing like that, but try to get it cleaned up. So, my overall consensus of taking this LT engine apart, obviously very similar to the LS. A lot of bolts are, you could really, a 10, a 13, a 15, you can pretty much take everything out. You need T40 Torx for the cam retainer plate, but it comes out pretty good, except for I had that, this is all the stuff. I got my fuel rail, some of my hard line for the high pressure stuff, high pressure pump, oil pump in there, cam retainer plate. I got that factory cam gear with the VVT stuff on there, 'cause I'm not sure what you reuse when you do the lockout. So I just have a bunch of stuff there, but I mean overall it seems pretty nice. I dig them. And it's nice, it's aluminum block too. I failed to mention that earlier. So we'll get this thing all cleaned up here, and for now what we're just going to do is I'm going to pull the cam out and just have it the bare short block, and we'll wait until we get some parts rolling in. We'll get some valve springs on the heads, get everything all taken care of there, and then we'll start reassembling this. Damn, cam bearings in these things look way better. This thing must not be like super high mileage. Alright guys, there it is. We got everything all disassembled. Came apart pretty nice. We're gonna get it all cleaned up here in the next couple videos and get it ready for assembly. But first take on the L83 LT based, the Gen 5 LT engine. I think it's pretty cool. I'm interested to see how it goes back together. It should go back together just as good. We're gonna get some head studs for it, or head bolts, ARP head bolts probably. Don't need studs, new head gaskets. I'll do a trunnion upgrade, camshaft pushrod valve springs, this VVT lockout to lock out the variable valve timing stuff. And then with the Holley Terminator system right now, you can't do the increased 30% fuel load, so we're just do the standard fuel load. Like I said, mild boost, 5 to 7 pounds, just make some cool noises and be a good driver. So that's the plan, that's what we're doing. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. It's the first Junkyard LT teardown that I've ever done, and I thought it was pretty fun. So be sure to check us on the next video. Don't forget we got that turbo giveaway going on. Force Induction's 85mm turbo. We'll see you in tomorrow's upload.